congratulate all lady radiologists. We acknowledge and adore you and your presence in radiology. We are really proud of you. UIRIA is coming up with a daunting and a thrilling mission called Radiology for Indian Army on 6th of July, exactly 1 week after this. Next Saturday, we are taking a mission for the Indian Army. Next Saturday, we are starting from our IRIA headquarters. We will go to the Manali, then we will go to the en route to the Sisu, Jispa. Finally, we will end up at the highest waterable road of the world at Khardungla. We will keep teaching all army camps, especially army doctors. We will keep sharing awareness about the radiology, advances in the radiology, how it touches the society, and eventually we will have the flag hosting of the India and the IRIA at the highest point by radiologists. 50 radiologists have volunteered for this mission. I congratulate all who are joining for this mission. We are asking to have wishes and the prayers for all our fellow colleagues, those who are going for this mission. Friends, UIRA is also organizing UR Talent Evening tonight. Why to go for the professional people? Why to ask for the professional band and spend unnecessary money? Talent is inside our home, and today we are cherishing our own talent in the banquet evening. So this is the first time of the concept. I'm sure you all will enjoy and relish that evening. Apart from this, we have motive to start the fellowship programs and the exchange programs for the young radiologists. We will have the mentorship seminar for all youth of the radiology. We are having this year one session of the mentorship at our annual conference of IRIA. Yuva Awas, we started with a new chapter in IRIA. Here we are giving opportunity to all young radiologists, resident doctors to speak out the work what they have done. We will showcase their talent and we will make sure that they come out with the best confidence when they are grown up and come in the actual field of the radiology. So this year in the Sono Summit, henceforth in all national conferences, there will be the Yuva Awas lecture hall, and we are sure this is the best method to groom our incoming generation for radiology. Young friends, I'm really having many high hopes from you. The reason is, the entire medical fraternity are eyeing on you. This reminds me of few lines. परिंदे हौसला उड़ान में कायम रखना, हर किसी की निगाहें तुम्हीं पे है, हर इम्तिहा पे मंजिल करीब आएगी, हमेशा खुद ही को किसी इम्तिहान में रखना, परिंदे हौसला कायम उड़ान में रखना. The future has not been written yet. You have to make it. Dear friends, make it the best one. And lastly, no association is complete if we don't give back to the society. For the same cause, we have taken up the mission of the Raksha from IRIA. In all Sunday, many corners of the country, radiologists, they go for the mission to give back to the society. They will go to the school girl child and they will donate lunch box, they will donate the school bags, they will donate the sanitary vending machine, they will donate shoes, and such kind of the activities are picking up, and it has really caught the fire. And we are really happy and the proud of IRA Raksha program. One more announcement I want to do today for this social cause. God is kind to all of us. Nature has given so many things to us. It is time to do our part and give back to the society, give back to the nature, give back to the environment. Today, on behalf of IRIA, I announce program of tree plantation by radiologists on 4th August. We will make the 1 lakh tree. We will make the signature of the radiology on this country, in this planet, and I am sure the big help to the nature, what we can do. I appeal all members, go back to your town, to your state, and we will make the tree plantation on Sunday, 4th August in a big way, and let the world know that radiologists, they are doing best their part for this nature. I'm sure you will join me for this mission. Once again, I thank you all international and the national faculties for sharing your knowledge with our members. I thank office bearers, Central Council members for making this dream into the reality. My many thanks to Tamil Nadu and the Chennai office bearer for all help throughout this conference. Special thanks and mention about Dr. Amarnath. Please, Dr. Murli, give them a big round of applause. They are awesome, amazing guys. They made the task so simple, so easy for all of us, for the entire IRI. We feel proud for both of you and their team members. My sincere thanks to trade partners. They are very important and the integral part of any conference. Chennai Trade Center Management, Stage 3 event, and all who have helped for this mission. Finally, I thank and congratulate all of you for your constant support and efforts to uplift the standards of radiology in this country. Thank you so very much. I love you all. We'll keep meeting in this conference. Long live IRI. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patel. The organizing committee, all members of the IRIA, and dear distinguished guests and dignitaries, it is my tremendous pleasure to be here with you all today and share this wonderful meeting. I have been just overwhelmed by the quality, by the conscientiousness, by the spectrum of talks that have been given, and I can only echo everything Dr. Patel said. I've been involved with ultrasound for now over 30 years, so I have seen the growing pains, I have seen the beginnings from A mode to B mode, to real-time imaging, to color power Doppler, to new technologies with three-dimensional imaging, four-dimensional imaging, elastography, contrast, and now artificial intelligence. Our future is really bright, but we have to embrace it. And we all have to do our part by giving back, like you said, and I've been a big proponent of giving back. I've been involved in the national organizations in the United States for decades, having chaired the entire oral ultrasound examination, having worked for the American Institute of Ultrasound in Medicine, and many, many other meetings and societies, but I'm truly overwhelmed to see what I see here in Chennai. You have really pulled off the beginning of a fantastic new venture, and I'm sure you will be the leader not only in the Asian, South Asian continent, but also all over the world. And I think if we all work together, we can only make ultrasound better. Ultrasound has evolved from the stepchild of radiology to one of the more bright and futuristic imaging modalities in the entire world. And again, I am very deeply honored to be here. I've been overwhelmed by the hospitality, by your friendship, which started 9 years ago in Ahmedabad, where I was guest at the IRIA meeting. And we have evolved a deep friendship, collaboration, collegiality. And I want to thank you and the entire organization for the honor and privilege to be part of this esteemed faculty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for encouraging us. Now we will have our traditional auspicious lamp lighting ceremony. I request our Honourable Chief Guest, respected guest of honor, and the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp and grace the occasion.
Respected Dr. Hemant, President IRI, whose very warm and cordial invitation brought me here today. Secretary, Finance Secretary, President-elect, past President, and all the other office bearers of IRIA, Professor Hamper from USA, and my senior Vice President of Indian Medical Association, Dr. Jailal, Vice President Dr. Nagraj, very important leader Dr. Hiranmoy Adhikari, and of course, another dynamic personality of IRIA. And I am sure in the recent future, definitely you will sit on my chair someday in IMA, Dr. Arvind Jain, and all my colleagues. Yes, I am a member of Parliament. I am a National President of Indian Medical Association, and I am a corporator of Calcutta Corporation also. But whenever I am there in the city of Calcutta, I start my day by doing ultrasonography every day. That is my first and foremost identity. I am a doctor first, then I am a politician, and to be more specific, of course I am a radiologist first. And to be more and more specific, I am a sonologist first. So it gives me immense pleasure to be here in the first ever largest ultrasound summit organized by the dynamic IRIA. I was listening to the speech of Dr. Hemant very carefully, and it really touched me when I was listening to him. He was saying that they are planning of tree plantation. I would like to add on one submission from my end. As you know that nowadays, not only Chennai, not only Bengaluru, not only Calcutta, our country is gradually facing a problem of scarcity of water. So let us also take a move, Save Water project. And that is the need of the hour. See, I am here on behalf of the largest medical organization of the world, that is Indian Medical Association. That is the mother organization of the doctors. Yes, we are very happy to see that all the specialist organizations like our IRIA, I am also an office bearer of IRIA in the state of Bengal. They are gradually showing faith towards IMA. But the scenario was unfortunately slightly different even few years back. IMA is the mother body, and our specialist organizations, they are doing well. But we have to realize, if we work together, miracle can take place. And we have started doing the same. As you know that IMA is giving importance to FOMA, Federation of Medical Associations. And we have been organizing meetings of FOMA on regular basis, where we are exchanging our opinions, we are discussing on many issues. Of course, I will come to the issue of PCPNDT. But prior to that, let me have the opportunity to discuss on a bigger way. The doctors are facing very bad days. As you know, assault on doctors and in health institutions has become a pan-India problem. And IMA has been fighting for the same tooth and nail. We are requesting our present government of India to bring Central Act to prevent this hooliganism, to prevent this assault. As you know, there are n number of unemployed MBBS doctors in our country nowadays. But it is being portrayed before the country in such a way that there is scarcity of MBBS doctors. And by saying so, with due rigors and respect to all the other medicines like Ayurveda, homeopath, dental, unani, I am saying this just by portraying a picture as if there is a scarcity of MBBS doctors. Breach courses are being tried to be implemented, and by the process of which doctors of other systems of medicines, they are being planned to be given a bridge course, a crash course, and they are being planned to be given the permission of practicing modern medicine. We are fighting against the same. So time has come for these general issues of this medical profession. We all have to fight together. There IMA needs the help of IRIA and all other medical associations. And I do believe for the greater interest of this medical fraternity, he will be there with this fight of IMA. Now let us come to the issue of PCPNDT. It is very unfortunate to say this PCPNDT was brought in with some noble idea. But could we really reach that goal? The answer is big no. Why? There must be some lacunae. On the contrary, what we are seeing, because of some fallacious points of this PCPNDT, our own colleagues are often being put behind the bar, which is the most unfortunate part of the story. So we are deviated from the actual goal for which this PCPNDT was brought in. And now there is a hue and cry amongst the doctors, amongst the radiologists, amongst the sonologists. But we must admit one fact. We are also divided in some aspects. There is a difference of opinion between the sonologist and radiologist. There is a difference of opinion between the radiologist and gynecologist. There is a difference of opinion between the Foxy and IRIA and whatnot. We have to get united for the same. Because no one is going to be spared of this fact. No one is going to be excused. So we must have a common minimum agenda based on which we can persuade the issue with the government of India. And we can keep this hope, though we have found that in the last parliamentary session, they tried their best to get many draconian bills passed like Indian Medical Council Amendment Bill, like National Medical Commission Bill, like Consumer Protection Act Bill. It is only because of our united fight of IMA supported by other specialty organizations like our IRIs. Even on the last day of the last session of Parliament, we could stall these draconian bills. But we are very much apprehensive as once again they have come with thumping majority. Please don't take my words politically. I am sure again they will try to get all these bills passed. And we have to fight for the same. But there is a ray of hope as our own man, who is the first president of Delhi Medical Association. He is on the chair of Union Health Minister. I had a personal talk last week during our Rajya Sabha session. He has given a patient hearing to me and he has given assurance that he will be working with us, he will be talking to us. And my humble submission before our IRA president, let us prepare a common minimum agenda. I will take the responsibility to fix an appointment with our Union Health Minister and we will put up the proposals before him and we will try to convince that it is for the greater interest of the nation, it is for the greater interest of the medical fraternity as well. Because finally we failed to achieve the goal. PCPNDT could not bring the success to the society. So to get the success, we have to modify, we have to give a relook, we have to give a rethought. And I think we will be able to convince our Union Health Minister and our government, and we will leave no stone unturned in doing this. And finally, on the eve of Doctors' Day, As you know, day after we are going to celebrate our Doctors' Day. This year we are going to celebrate this day in a very splendid way at our IM headquarters. On behalf of IRIA, I will be very happy if your office bearers, especially the President and Secretary, if you kindly grace this occasion by your kind presence day after at IM headquarters if possible. With this, I thank you all and I wish this conference a grand success, and once again I feel privileged to be here amongst you and thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you. Long live IMA, long live IRA, and above all, long live our doctors' unity and medical fraternity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like to felicitate those our volunteers from our society, our friends. They spent a lot of time from their routine practice, profession, social life, family, friends, and contributed day and night for the mission of radiology, for the mission of IRIA. This year, the big success outreach program, I would like to felicitate Breast Outreach Committee members. I request those who are here in the hall, this is under the leadership of Dr. Vijay Jamkaria, entire team of the Breast Outreach Committee members, Jyoti Arora, Neha Shah, Sangeeta Saxena, they all are Sika Khandelwal. They are doing wonderful job and they manage so many outreach programs. I will also congratulate the coordinator for the Breast Outreach Program, Dr. Sandeep Kauthale. Sandeep, he will receive the felicitation on behalf of IRIA for the Breast Outreach Program. Can I have the memento, please? Program coordinator Sandeep. Sandeep, thank you so very much for your contribution. Thank you so very much. Team intervention. Amarnath, thank you so very much on behalf of IRIA. We all feel proud of you. Thank you. Thank you from bottom of heart. Okay. For keep putting up many programs for our fraternity. We are proud of you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of TNPY and IRA, we are proud to honor our National President, Dr. Hemant Patel, sir, for his excellent leadership. And after becoming the President, he came to Chennai for the first time. We warmly welcome you, sir. And I invite all.